When you reach 60 and beyond, who will really be there for you? In your younger years, the answer might seem simple. Your family, your closest friends, the ones who've known you forever. But once you cross into your 60s, the picture begins to change. Life shifts. People get busier, priorities evolve, and suddenly you start to see that the support system you always counted on might not be as dependable as you once believed. In this video, we'll explore 6 key pillars that often prove more reliable than family as you grow older. This isn't about pushing loved ones away. It's about recognizing where real security comes from, so you're not left exposed when life throws challenges your way. When you build your life around these 6 pillars, you create a foundation of strength, independence, and peace of mind that will carry you through whatever comes. Stay with me until the end, because once you understand these pillars, they might completely shift how you view support, and with that awareness, you'll never feel unprepared, alone, or powerless again. Let's begin. Pillar 1, your financial stability. The most reliable form of support in your later years isn't another person. It's your financial independence. While money can't buy happiness, it does offer something just as important: security, freedom, and a sense of control over your life. As you get older, you quickly learn that depending on family for financial help isn't a safety net. It's a gamble. Your children have their own lives, their own responsibilities, and their own families to care for. Even if they love you deeply, they might not be in a position to step in when you truly need it. Take Richard, for example, a 72-year-old who always believed his kids would be there if he hit tough times. He'd supported them through college, loaned money when needed, and was always available when they called. But when an unexpected health issue wiped out his savings, he turned to them for help, only to realize they were barely keeping up with their own mortgages, expenses, and everyday stress. Not because they didn't love him, but because life has a way of piling on. That's why financial stability stands as one of the most essential pillars of support you can build. It's not about being rich, it's about being ready. It means having a safety net for emergencies, a steady income you can count on, and the financial knowledge to manage your resources so you never have to rely on others just to get by. If you're in your 60s or older, it's time to ask yourself, do I have enough saved for unexpected costs? Is my retirement income stable? Have I reduced the financial risks that could leave me exposed? If your answer is no, then now is the moment to act. Learn to create a realistic budget, steer clear of avoidable debt, and focus on long-term financial choices that give you peace of mind. Because in the end, your financial independence is the one form of support that will never walk away, no matter what life brings. Pillar 2, your physical health. There's one thing that no amount of love, money, or outside help can replace: your health. After 60, your body becomes either your strongest ally or your toughest challenge. The truth is, you can have all the money in the world, but without good health, your freedom quickly slips away. And while your family might care deeply, they can't exercise for you. They can't choose healthy meals for you. And they certainly can't stop the natural aging process on your behalf. That responsibility rests entirely with you. Far too many people put their health on the back burner, thinking someone else will step in when things go wrong. But even if your loved ones care about you, they have their own responsibilities. They may not have the time, energy, or ability to take on the role of caregiver. Relying on others for your health needs can leave you feeling helpless and vulnerable. That's why taking care of your physical well-being now is one of the smartest, most powerful investments you can make for the years ahead. Take Carl, a 68-year-old who had always been active in his younger years. But after retiring, he let his healthy habits slide. He figured there was plenty of time to get back in shape, but time moved faster than he expected. His energy began to dip, his mobility declined, and even basic tasks became a struggle. His children visited when they could, but they weren't able to be there every day. Eventually, Carl came to a difficult realization. If he wanted to stay independent, he needed to take charge of his health, not someday, but right now. You don't need to train like an athlete to stay healthy. What matters is consistency. Move your body every day. Choose foods that nourish you, not deplete you. And don't ignore the signs your body gives you. If you've been brushing off persistent aches, walking difficulties, or low energy, it's time to take those symptoms seriously. Every healthy choice you make today is a gift to your future self. Because when it comes down to it, your greatest source of strength isn't your kids, your siblings, or your closest friends. It's your ability to stay strong, mobile, and capable on your own. The more you invest in your health now, the less you'll need to lean on anyone else later. If you're still watching this video and finding value in what you've heard, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you do. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Now, let's continue. Pillar 3, your social circle. One of the biggest missteps people make as they age is letting themselves become isolated. Sometimes it happens slowly. Friends move away, loved ones pass, and suddenly your once wide circle starts to shrink more than you expected. The issue is, without strong social connections, loneliness starts to take hold. And after 60, loneliness isn't just uncomfortable, it's dangerous. It affects more than your mood. It can impact your physical health, your cognitive function, and even shorten your lifespan. You might think your family will always be around to keep you company. But here's the reality. Your kids have busy lives of their own, careers, families, and responsibilities that pull them in every direction. They may love you deeply, but they can't be your only source of companionship. That's why your social network becomes one of the most vital pillars of support. These are the people who check in just to see how you're doing, who share a laugh with you, and who add energy and joy to your life. These connections aren't just nice to have, they're essential. Take Margaret, for example, a 73-year-old woman who had always leaned on her family for connection. She had 2 sons who loved her very much, but as time went on, they became consumed with their own lives, work, raising kids, and managing daily stress. The phone still rang, but the regular visits and weekend time together became rare. Margaret began to feel lonely, often waiting for calls that didn't come. Then something shifted. She decided to take action. She reached out to old friends, joined a local community group, and picked up new hobbies that brought fresh people into her world. Suddenly, her days were filled with conversation, laughter, and new experiences. She no longer waited for connection, she created it. Friendships, social groups, even friendly chats with neighbors or fellow hobbyists give you something incredibly valuable, a deep sense of belonging. Whether it's someone at your gym, your book club, or your church group, these relationships build an emotional safety net that family alone can't always provide. So ask yourself, who in your life brings you real joy? If no names come to mind, it may be time to open yourself up to new connections. Because a strong social circle isn't just about filling time, it's about surrounding yourself with people who lift you up, remind you of your value, and make each stage of life feel more meaningful. Pillar 4, your sense of purpose. One of the most overlooked but powerful forms of support doesn't come from another person. It comes from within. It's your purpose. And for many, that sense of purpose begins to shift after turning 60. The roles that once gave your life structure, being a parent, a professional, a caregiver, begin to shift or fade. Retirement settles in, your children become more independent, and the rhythm of daily life slows. Without something new to guide you, it's easy to start feeling invisible, unneeded, or even lost. The truth is, no matter how much your loved ones care, they can't give you a sense of purpose. That's something only you can create. Having a reason to get out of bed each day, whether it's a passion, a hobby, or a personal goal, keeps your mind sharp, your emotions balanced, and your days fulfilling. Purpose keeps you engaged with life rather than just watching it pass by. Consider George, a 70-year-old retired engineer. When he left his job, he looked forward to finally relaxing. But after a few months, he began to feel uneasy, like something important was missing. His days felt aimless. His children stopped by now and then, but they had full lives of their own. George realized he needed more, so he took initiative. He started volunteering at a local school, showing kids how to build simple machines. It wasn't long before he had a reason to wake up each morning. He felt useful again, energized by a new sense of contribution. Your purpose doesn't have to come from a paycheck. It can come from anything that lights you up. Learning something new, helping others, gardening, painting, writing, exploring new places, or even setting small goals for yourself. The key is to do what brings you joy and keeps your heart and mind active. If you've been feeling like your best years are behind you, it's time to challenge that thought. Purpose doesn't disappear with age, it transforms. And the more meaning you create in your own life, the less you'll need to look to others to feel fulfilled. Because at the end of the day, the strongest form of support isn't someone else lifting you up. It's the inner fire that keeps you moving forward. If you're still here watching and finding this video helpful, comment number 4 below to let me know you're with me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. Don't forget to turn on the bell so you never miss a video. Your support helps us keep creating the content you deserve. Now, let's move on. Pillar 5, your emotional resilience. Life doesn't stop challenging you once you turn 60. The struggles don't disappear. They simply take on new forms. Friendships may drift apart, loved ones pass away, health issues can surface, and sometimes life just feels lonelier than before. The truth is, no matter how much support you get from others, the most dependable strength will always come from within. It's your ability to adapt, to face emotional pain, and to find calm in the middle of chaos that keeps you moving forward, especially when life takes unexpected turns. Many people assume their family will always be there to lean on emotionally. They believe their children, siblings, or relatives will provide the comfort they need. But the reality is, everyone has their own burdens to carry. Your loved ones may care deeply, but they might not always have the time or capacity to be your emotional rock. That's why emotional resilience matters so much. It gives you the tools to find balance and strength from within, rather than relying on others to supply it. Take Helen, a 75-year-old woman who lost her husband after 4 decades of marriage. At first, she leaned heavily on her children for support. But as time went on, she realized that while they loved her, they had their own lives, their own responsibilities, and their own stress to manage. She understood she couldn't expect them to fill the deep emotional gap she was feeling. So she made a choice. She turned inward and focused on building herself back up. Helen joined a support group, started journaling her thoughts, and practiced gratitude every single day. Little by little, she discovered something profound. She didn't need someone else to make her feel whole again. She had the strength to heal from within. Emotional resilience doesn't mean hiding your feelings or acting tough all the time. It means honoring your pain, facing it honestly, and creating healthy ways to cope. Whether it's writing, meditating, speaking to a therapist, or simply spending time reflecting, these outlets help you find peace inside yourself. The stronger your inner world becomes, the less you'll feel dependent on others to carry you through difficult times. No matter what life puts in your path, your ability to stand strong within yourself will always be one of the most powerful forms of support you have. The more you nurture emotional resilience, the less you'll rely on others to make you feel whole. Because in the end, the one person who will walk with you through every challenge and every victory is you. Pillar 6. Your ability to adapt. If there's one universal truth about life after 60, it's that nothing stays the same. People change, circumstances shift, and the things you once counted on may not be as dependable as they once were. The key to not just surviving, but truly thriving in this stage of life isn't about holding on to what was. It's about how well you adapt. The people who struggle most with aging are often the ones who resist change. They cling to the past instead of embracing the present. But those who remain open, flexible, and willing to grow, they find joy and meaning no matter what comes their way. Many people believe that after a certain age, they're set in their ways, but that mindset can quietly hold you back. It can stop you from discovering new experiences, forming new friendships, or learning something that could deeply enrich your life. Being adaptable doesn't just mean accepting change. It means leaning into it, finding ways to grow through it, and allowing it to open new doors. Take Frank, a 78-year-old man who had always stayed connected through face-to-face friendships. When many of his closest friends moved away or passed on, he felt lost. He thought, "I guess this is just how aging works." But instead of giving in to isolation, Frank chose to adapt. He learned how to use video calls to stay in touch with distant family, joined an online history group, and even made a few new friends along the way. Rather than letting change defeat him, he grew with it. The people who thrive after 60 aren't always the ones with the most money or the largest support network. They're the ones who refuse to get stuck in old habits, who stay curious, and who find ways to adjust no matter what life sends their way. When one door closes, they look for another. When a relationship shifts, they explore new ways to connect. And when something stops working, they're open to trying a different approach. Your ability to adapt is one of the most powerful pillars of support you can rely on. It helps you face life with resilience, optimism, and confidence. And the more you lean into change, rather than fear it, the less you'll feel like you're losing something, and the more you'll discover that each stage of life brings new things to gain. If you're still watching and finding value in these insights, type the number 6 in the comments below to let me know you're here. Your support means a lot and helps me continue creating content that matters to you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to do so. Turn on the bell so you never miss a video. Your support helps us continue making helpful, meaningful content designed to inform and inspire. Final thoughts. Reaching 60 and beyond is a time filled with wisdom, but also with unique challenges. And while family may always have a special place in your heart, the truth is that the most dependable support you'll ever have doesn't come from others. It comes from the foundation you create for yourself. Your financial stability gives you freedom and peace of mind. Your physical health helps you maintain independence and vitality. Your social connections keep you engaged and emotionally strong. Your sense of purpose gives your days meaning and direction. Your emotional resilience helps you face hardships with inner strength. And your ability to adapt ensures you'll thrive, even when life doesn't go according to plan. When you build these 6 pillars into your life, you won't feel helpless, alone, or left waiting for someone else to rescue you. Because real stability doesn't come from hoping others will show up. It comes from knowing you're already strong enough to stand on your own. Thank you for spending this time with us. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your voice matters, and your thoughts motivate us to keep going. If you enjoyed this video and found it valuable, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating thoughtful content to guide and uplift you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.